So I have been testing out the Dragonium equipment and it all works perfectly fine. Everything about it is fantastic, except it comes with one fatal flaw. And I bet you've already guessed what it is. Let's punch this car. Yep, can you see that? Just this module has created that. And you'll see if I restart the game, so let's save and quit and go back in. Alright, and we do the same thing. It's not as bad, but the thing is that it accumulates over time, which means that this whole thing really needs to be rewritten. So we need to create a better setup. So the other thing is my other Dragonium armor, the one that doesn't lag, is on a very, very slow clock, and only sometimes does it activate its repeat command blocks. So that is really what we have to try and achieve. We need to try and delag this as much as possible, which means we are going to have to rewrite the whole engine and hopefully cut as many command blocks as we possibly can. So I've turned on the command block output so you can see what's going on. So you can see my Dragonium tag is getting added then removed, well actually removed then added. So that's because I've got Dragonium in my inventory. When there's nothing here, you'll see that nothing gets spammed at all. If I hold an axe, then it starts to really spam my chat with things. So if I put on all of this armor, you will see how the problem just arises so quickly. This right here is very just unacceptable. There's so much of this that we can put on a slow clock. We don't need for all this to happen. So I'm thinking that the armor should be on a slow clock where possible, and the rest should be a lot faster. As for the weapons, this should be on a 20 Hz clock because you can switch between weapons really quickly, and waiting a second before you can use these weapons is detrimental to gameplay. So that's what we're going to do. We are going to change the way everything is detected, and the actual abilities will still be on 20 Hz. So this is what it's come to. A complete rewrite of the whole engine. Sorry. These command blocks which you see before you, this is going to be on a hopper clock. Hopper clocks only, and maybe if we're lucky we will slow it down. So these guys are only in charge of power. So every time an item is worn, helmet, leggings, or used, which is the rest here, then the power will go up. That's the plan. So it's been about 6 hours since my last recording and I have finally finished everything. Lag has been entirely removed for the most part, I think. So all we have to really do now is a stress test, and if it passes the stress test, then we're all good. We can actually add this in. So I had to slow down a few clocks. I'll show you in a sec though how efficient the lag is. So the weapons that need to respond pretty quickly. As you can see, when I hold the axe, it spams my chat, but when I don't hold it, it's not activating as many commands. I mean, it's still activating a heck of a lot, but it's not as bad as it was last time. So these things are still responsive. Let's try out the sword as well. So you'll see if I take off my leggings, it does take a little bit of a while to actually keep up, but it's just small things like that that I've really changed. That's instant. That works instantly. Same with the power as well, that seems to be going up pretty rapidly. So all I need to do is multiply some things by 20 just to make up for the time, and then we should be done. We'll be ready for testing. So just before we wrap up the episode, just want to show you guys something. If I'm not wearing any of the Dragonium, but I have armor on, you'll notice nothing in the command block output, even though it's true. Let's hold a special sword, or special axe actually. Nothing responds. Which is great, because it means it doesn't have to try and do anything. But as soon as I put my Dragonium in the inventory, it actually starts responding and keeping up. And that's when it will actually do things. So nothing will work until the tags of Dragonium have actually been added. And you know what I'm actually tempted to do? I'm tempted to link these up. Let's turn this to false. So that it will only activate if a player a player with a tag of Dragonium has been detected. So what I was thinking was if we just have a hopper clock somewhere back here, right? And then we go test for at all tag equals Dragonium, then it will only really turn on once that tag has been found. So if we just do that for everything, then it should work fine. Still. Alright, so let's put something in the clock, activate that. Okay, so it's found me. If I remove that, it doesn't even activate at all. And let's just turn these on. So these are going to stay on permanently as soon as something with the tag of Dragonium is going to be on. And I think I'm going to do that for my one command. But if all goes well, there will be no more episodes of this. So hopefully this is the conclusion of commands with Dragon for the Dragonium armor. I thank you so much for all your support. It's been absolutely great. And but for now, thanks everyone for watching. Suggest a new project for me because I've got time. But for now, take care.